Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. As promised, today we are going to do some missions, and I picked up some missions. As you can see, we have 7 missions, and these are missions to rescue Kerbals from orbits of Kerbin. So we have 5 1-star missions and 2 2-star missions, and as you can see, the completion of these gives a lot of money, like just about 50k each, and these give about 60 or 70k each. And if we go to the tracking station, we can see where they are. So we have Kerbals, we have Haifal, we have Fredley, and all these guys, Milford and stuff. And what we are going to do is we are going to make a spaceship, and we are going to rescue these 5 first, and then we will see what we can do for the 2 guys who are here. And they're quite high, about 4 million meters. So yeah, they're half the distance to the moon. So it's going to be, these 2 are going to be more of a challenge, and these 2 are going to be, well, relatively easy normally. So we are here. If we go now, well, we will be able to just, rescue all these Kerbals, and then we'll come back. And what we made for this is, well, we are basically using the rescue mission ship. Here we are, load. And this is the rescue mission ship. So basically it's a super high ship. And why is it so high? Well, we need capacity for 6 Kerbals here, just to be able to, get them out of orbit. And then we have these 2, that's just for the center of mass, so that we can enter the atmosphere with the heat shield first. So normally this should work, normally. And then we will land like this, and yeah, normally it should work. I tried it out and it works. So if we take this back, we can see that our, where is the aerodynamic overlay? Yeah, as you can see, this is not stable. So the rocket is not stable. So we can add some aerodynamic stuff. I think, yeah, we can. So we can go for maybe Delta Deluxe winglets, for example. The area is way bigger. So yeah, we might go for this. And then afterwards we can launch the vessel. This is a stable rocket. And as you can see, we are using aspergillus or onion staging again. And we have 2 reaction wheels here just to be able to turn faster, but that's it. And this is structural, it's just for, well, it makes it look quite ginormous, but, well, it's needed for the aerodynamic properties. Alright, so we can launch, and normally everything should be alright. And basically we are going to rescue 1 Kerbal, and then I will always just fast forward to the next one we save, just so you don't have to watch through 50 minutes of running around and stuff. And this one has to come here, and then we have there's something wrong, yeah, here, 1, 2, and then these ones are here. Let's see here. Which ones are these ones? These are the drogue chutes, that's the first ones, and then we have these guys, and damn it, I fucked up. These guys are the last ones. Then we have the drogue chutes first, and then the normal parachutes. Alright, so this should work. We will not recover the vessel. We will just make sure we are quick saved. And 3, 2, 1, launching! As you can see, it's going pretty slow, but that's not a problem. We will reach orbit without any trouble normally. So what we do is when we get 100 meters per second, we are going to start turning. And what I added some solar panels just to be sure we have enough energy to do everything we want. And now, as you can see, the spacecraft is wobbling a bit, and that is because of its size, of course. But yeah, it's not a problem. It's just kind of annoying and funny to watch, but that's it. Now, the first stage is empty, and we are going to 45 degrees. If it stops wobbling, yes, please, thanks. And here we go, aiming for the stars. Well, actually for just orbits, but whatever. And here you can see the old airfield. So it's you can land there, and if I'm not mistaken, you get 100% of the worth of your craft back if you land there. So that's pretty cool, pretty cool. Maybe one day we will do it, but we don't have like SSTOs and other planes yet. But we will get there. We will make planes soon enough. I like a Blackbird, which is, yeah, that's a pretty cool plane. And you can just make it here, so that's cool. It just transforms your game into a flight simulator, basically. Second tanks are nearly empty. There we go. Dropping the second fuel tank. Well, the second layer of fuel tanks. And now we only have one tank left, but it's still going pretty well. Now we are at 40 kilometers, so we are going to slowly just get our horizontal velocity now. We'll get to approximately 80 kilometers. That's the idea. And now we have to get horizontal velocity. And we're going to try to keep our periapsis right here, actually. About 77 kilometers is pretty good. And it's going to take a while. We can't physics warp it, so we're just going to have to wait. And the first one we will rescue is Fred for the friends. And once our orbit is kind of the same, we are going to make our orbit a little bit larger than his. And because of that, we are going to take more time to do one full rotation than him, which means he's catching up. This is the idea behind it. So we can already set him as a target, and well, of course we don't have any intersect yet, because we are not in orbit. And let's watch, yeah, the Ep.5 is still pretty good. 77 kilometers. There we go. Periapsis around 70 kilometers. And something happened. Crap. 62. This one should burn up. Alright. Yeah, we can separate. Separation. And we can go on with the next stage. A little bit. Just to get away from this. And now our periapsis is fine. This is fine. And now what we are going to do is we are going to burn prograde. Let's watch here. This is the intersect we want. It's getting down. The idea is that it gets all the way down to about 1 kilometer is fine. Let's see if we can reach 1 kilometer of intersect. 100, 70, 40, damn it, I don't see shit. 9 kilometers? 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 1 kilometer. Alright. I went a bit too far there, but it's no problem. So now we warp here. We warp before the intercept, of course. And as you can see, we are going in a different orbit than Fred. And now he's going to catch up. As you can see, look here. We are going slower than him. We're taking more time to do a full rotation. And he's catching up. If we go to the other view, I don't know where he is. He should be somewhere here. Yep. There we go. There he is. And now we can wipe off the velocity compared to our target. We can go a little bit faster here. It was 1 kilometer, so we can go like this. And now we will warp, gets our velocity to 0. So this is the relative velocity between us and Friendly. And once this is 0, we will proceed like this. All right. Now, what are we going to do? Crew hatch is here. We're going to transfer the crew to here, for example. And now this is empty. And Fredly can go here. So if we press the square bracket, we can go to Fredly's craft. And we can do an EVA. The first thing I'm going to do though, but before I forget it, is to do an AVA report, which we haven't done yet. Alright, so if we press R, we are activating our RCS thrusters or jetpack. Sounds cooler. We put the rescue mission as our target and we go. We are going at 8 meters per second, so it's pretty fast. We are going to just put this here. As you can see, we are going straight to our target now. And we can just warp. We don't have to like wait too long. Like this, and then or go too fast. Beautiful. And now we have to find the ladder. That's the next thing we need to find. Okay, wiping off the velocity. Neat. Alright, and the ladder should be somewhere. Is this a ladder already? Yeah, that's the ladder. So if we zoom, now that I don't miss, there we go, grab and board. Successful rescue. There we go. Now Freddy is a pilot, so we can use Freddy to do the other rescue missions. Toggle map. Next one is Duber. Duber is set as target, and now, well, we will skip until we are at Dulber, and then we will do all the other rescue missions. Rescues. Alright, so we'll be right back when we are at Duber. And here we are rescuing Duber, and we do an EVA report. We can let go. And then we are going to the spaceship. And here we are, rescue mission ship. There we go. Going to try to get there. He's quite far this time, but we'll warp a little bit and it shouldn't be a problem. And grab board. Yeah, we boarded. And Duber is a pilot. Again, this is good because, well, last time I played the game, I never had enough pilots. So pilots are fine, but we also need scientists because we are going to do a lot of science stuff. But yeah, we can use him now because he's our pilot. And the next guy we are going to rescue is Denton. And again, we will be back when we manage to rescue Denton. And this is Denton, and Denton is an engineer. So this is cool. We can also do an EVA report, but I think we already have this one. Yeah, over water we have done it. But that's no problem. And now we have to find the vessel again. Where was it again? Yeah, here. And here we go. Yep. Like this. And grab. And we can board. Wait, board anyway. Yeah, alright. Doesn't matter. Now, we have to get this guy out of here. Transfer. We'll put him here, and then we will take one of our pilots, Jebediah, for example, and we'll put him back here. Did it work? Yes, normally it did. Alright. We don't need our target anymore. And we can go to the next one. See you back when we rescue barreled. Alright, there is barreled. And what is he? He is a scientist. Yes, we got a scientist. This is beautiful. And I don't know how his cockpit got there, but that's not a problem. We can go on EVA now. Can we just target? Yes. And we are now getting barreled back to the... Oh, can we just get barreled back? Yeah. And grab. And we board, and there is barreled. And now we are going to, I believe, the last one. And this is going to be, well, the other guy. But I'll fast forward again, and then we will see who we are going to rescue. And there we go. The last guy is Milford, and here he is, and he is an engineer. All right. So we can EVA again, and then the rest. You know how it goes. We'll fast forward to that, and then we will get ready for the landing. Right, we do have a window now, and hopefully we are going to make it to the Space Center. If I'm not mistaken, the Space Center is here, right here. And we are going to try to get as close as possible. And we just have to get a bit closer. Alright. And now we're going to, well, we're going to try to make it to the Space Center. Hopefully it works. And otherwise, well, yeah, then I don't know. We'll just try again maybe. And actually, if we overshoot it or something, it's no problem. What I'd like though is to get in the water very close to it. Because in the water, you can't really explode afterwards. And I'll explain it later on why I want to land in the water. But you still get everything, like all your money back, so that's fine. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be quite close to it. Not sure. We can drop this, and we drop this like vertically on where we're going, just so it doesn't come back in our face. And here you see the mountains, and we have to just get over the mountains. So there we go. The mountains are there, and the Space Center is right behind the mountains. And there we go. And hopefully we don't burn up, and otherwise, well, no luck. We have to start again then. And you can already see the Space Center there, right at the tip of my mouse. And I think we're going to maybe overshoot it. Yeah, we're going to overshoot it, I think. But we are already quite close. I had to wait a long time for the window just to get there. Yeah, alright, we're overshooting it, alright. We're turning a little bit. Alright, but we're close enough. We can see it from here. Now, the drogue chutes can be opened. We're slowing down enough for the second parachutes to open. 4,000 meters, 3,000 meters. We open the second parachute. And as you can see, now they are going to fully open. So maybe in 500 meters, no, not even, yeah, it's this. It's now. So now everything is opened, and we are in surface, oh come on, surface mode, 5 meters per second. So last time, when it came on the ground, it just touched down like this, but then everything just fell over, and then this gets quite a lot of velocity, of course, if it falls over. So it gives it a lot of velocity. Now, if we land in the water, we don't need these extra parachutes. And these extra parachutes were basically just for when it's falling, just to slow it down a little bit. I don't know if it would work because, of course, a parachute needs some time to open, but maybe it would have worked. I'm not very sure. But here we are, splashing down at Kerbin. And this is the end of the mission? Well, we rescued 5 Kerbals, and there are, yeah, as you can see, like this, and then that's slowly but surely. And yeah, it looks quite cool. And we can recover the vessel. We have nothing to do here. A lot has happened in this mission. We have 17 signs just from the EVAs. Right, that's nothing special. We get 7,000 funds back. Let's see, 96% of the value, so this is good. And all of our pilots and engineers and scientists are level 1. So this is also quite important. We have a maximum of 12 Kerbals in the astronaut complex, and now most of them are level 1. Now, there is a second mission that we have to do, but first we are going to check the contracts. So as you can see, 770,000 just from this one mission, and this is actually huge. We have all these guys, and they joined the space program, as you can see here, here. And these are World's First milestones, and that is it. Now, what can we do? We can upgrade this. This is cool. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. We are going to upgrade the Research and Development Center. And because of this, we can take surface samples, which is super important. And we can also go for advanced exploration once we have 160 science points. But we will also need, like, I think it's this, yes, the big airstream protective shell, just because this makes it so much better and makes your spacecraft so much, yeah, more efficient just to get into orbit and everything. Right, we have 300,000 left. Can we upgrade anything? Maybe we have to upgrade the astronaut complex. How much does the rescue mission cost? 33,000. Do we have enough? Oh yeah, we have enough. Yes, alright. We are going to upgrade the astronaut complex to level 3. And this gives us an unlimited amount of Kerbals. Look at this. And now we can take some missions. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then we will have a lot of new Kerbals. But I'm not going to show all of it. And there we are, ready to land. We have the 5 Kerbals in the spaceship, and Jebediah is piloting everything. And we are now in orbit. We are getting ready to get to the space center. And as you can see, there is not much fuel left. I've been quite reckless, but normally this shouldn't be a problem. So we can now get out of orbit. We're going to burn everything. And I don't know if we have... No, we don't have enough fuel to get very close to the space center. But yeah, that doesn't matter too much. In the end, it doesn't really matter. We are out of orbit, so we're going to crash somewhere here in the water. We won't reach the space center, but that's no problem. Now, yeah, we can go to staging mode, and as you can see, you can have the interior overlay here, and then you can see all your Kerbals like this. So now we're going to turn, and we're going to eject this stage. We don't need it anymore. And we can turn retrograde again. Turn our heat shield to the front here. And then we are going to land. So we are still at 81,000 kilometers. You can see the space center there. Yeah, you can see it there. And yeah, we are of course overshooting it by quite a bit. We are now entering the upper layer of the atmosphere. At 70,000 meters, we have debris here. That's what we just shot off. And yeah, we are in the atmosphere. We can turn a little bit, and you can see how happy they all are. So let's land now. And this is what we have. So we have Jebediah, of course. We had Jebediah. And we have Velek is a pilot. We have Levi, pilot. We have Linfield, who is an engineer. We have another engineer, Kerbals, and we have a scientist, Gimbus. And there we go, touchdown, and we can recover the vessel. This is very good for our space program. I don't know how much money we have now. I think we're going to have quite a lot. Yeah, we did an EVA report as well over the mountains, and everyone is level 1, of course. Now we have 400,000 again, and we do have a lot of science. And what do we do with science? Well, we use it. Let's see. Well, maybe we want this first, but let's see. The fairings are here, right? Yeah. So maybe we can get this to have one protective shell. And I guess we could do this, and then we go for this before we get a space lab, because this has a lot of drag, actually, if I'm not mistaken, or everything you put on it has a lot of drag. So before we have this, I'd like to have like the big protective shell. So we're going to take this, and we have no science left. So we can check if we have any new missions, and yeah, we can. Huh. Am I going to grind this out? Like, rescue 5 more? I'm going to do this. I know it's not very cool to do so, but I'm going to cancel these 2 contracts because they are far away and maybe a little more difficult. And we're going to rescue this guy, this guy, this guy, and they are all normally on the same low orbit, yeah, low Kerbin orbit. And it's going to net us more money and 2 tourists, but we don't really need that, right? No. And yeah, there is finally someone in orbit of the moon, but we don't want this yet. Maybe we want to do this. This will give us a lot of money, but at the moment we're just going to do this contract with 5 people. And normally there is yeah, this is a high Kerbin orbit, so this is something else. We don't want that. Yeah, we're just going to do the contract, so it's going to be exactly the same again. And I will do it, and then we will be back again and see who we have new, and hopefully there will be a lot of scientists in there, because as you can see we have a lot of pilots, some engineers, and we have, I think, 3 scientists. 2, 3. Yeah, we have 3 scientists. One of them is level 0, so yeah, it's not that good yet, but we're going to need the scientists. So we're going to get 5 more Kerbals, and then we will be able to go to the moon and do nicer, cooler stuff. So BRBs. And we're back, and first we can take away the rescue mission debris. We can recover them. They crashed down in the water and didn't explode, so we can recover them, and then we have all these guys that we can terminate. Why? Well, because I rescued them all. Now I just don't delete the rescue mission, otherwise I'm going to have problems. Virals derelict, shipwreck, terminate, and here we are. The last one is the rescue mission, and we are going to fly it. And everyone is rescued, so we must still well, get down to Earth. So we are in orbit. We have a scientist, a pilot, an engineer, and I think, yeah, this is Jebediah. And then we have a pilot. So we have 3 pilots, an engineer, and a scientist, which is, well, not too bad. Now, if we turn retrograde, we can burn the rest of the fuel. We didn't have enough, a lot of fuel. And as you can see, we used fairings this time, for the first time. Now, as you can see, it's getting pretty hot in here, but it should be alright. We are slowing down. 1000 meters per second is fine, and we are falling into the desert. Now we can put the drag chutes out already, but we don't really need it yet. We can wait a little. And once we're going slow enough, yeah, we can do everything. 9,000 meters, we'll do it at 4,000 meters like this, slow down, and then we open the other parachutes. And we are at 30 meters per second, and we should slow down to about 4. And there we go. And now you're going to see what I meant with this exploding. Indeed, this part exploded, but it was just a heat shield and the other part there, and we can't really turn anymore. So that's done. Everyone is alive, and that's the most important part. So we can recover the vessel. And we got 19 science points out of this, and where is it coming from? 2 EVA reports. Yeah, we did 2 EVA reports, and we have the crew report there. So that's good. It gives us 24 science again, but once we go to the moon, it will be better. And here you can see everyone. So 3 pilots, 1 scientist, and 1 engineer, and they are all level 1. So now if we warp to the next morning, this is where everything kind of starts here for us. We are going to aim higher than just going up. Now, we are going to plant a flag on the moon. This is something we're going to do. We are... Let's see here what we can do. Nope. Explore the moon. Orbital spacewalk, rendezvous. That's a hard one. And transfer crew between vessels. This is kind of a hard one because then we already need 2 vessels. I don't know if we're going to do this yet. And you have... How long is it? There is no timer on it, I think. Expires. No, there's no timers. That's alright. We could take it for later on, but we're going to just stick with not too many contracts. So this time we want something with the moon, like not this, I don't think there are a lot of contracts going to come. Yeah, this is a good one. Science data from the surface of the moon. We're going to do that for sure. And then space around Kerbin. Yeah, I would forget it anyway. So, and we could place a satellite, but we're not going to do this. Well, maybe I'll find something better than this. And otherwise, we will just go to the moon, plant a flag, and do the other missions. But that is what we are going to do next time. So today we have in our astronaut complex, we already have 19 Kerbals. That's quite a lot. And we are going to use them for missions later on. But you will see. The next hire costs 300,000. But we will maybe rescue some more. I don't know yet. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's all for today. Next episode we will be going to the moon, and hopefully it will be very exciting. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and hopefully I will see you next time.